Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So guys, today I'm doing an open collab on appetizers, guys. Now what I'm doing is I'm doing one regular, like, no holds barred appetizers that you go and you get at Fridays or Chili's or wherever you go, fattening and all that stuff. No, nothing light in it or whatever. And I'm also doing a low carb version because I wanted to, because as you guys know, if you guys are new here, if you're on this, I'm on this low carb journey. I have diabetes and I'm trying to just, stick to a low carb, regimen and all of that. So I wanted to do something like this. Now, guys, don't forget to check out everybody else's videos. What's going to happen is whoever else does the video, they're going to tell me, and then I'm going to go on and I'm going to post their video on my playlist. Okay, guys? So go later on and check out everybody's videos, and it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I'm really excited to see what everybody's going to make. So yeah, okay, guys. So don't forget to check out everybody's videos, and that'll be a lot of fun. All right, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do first, guys, is I'm doing two. Obviously, I just said I'm doing a cream cheese. The low carb one I'm doing is a cream cheese, peppers, scallions, ranch, pinwheel in low carb flour wraps, guys. Okay, then I'm doing a taco egg roll. Now this is something that I used to make, I've been making for years. I mean, my daughter had her graduation party, I make them at holiday. I just make them all the time. They love them, they're really delicious. It's an egg roll fried with, in a taco mixture. I make a taco mixture like as if I'm making tacos, and then I load it into a wonton wrapper and fry it. And then, guys, I make this sour cream lime to dip it in. So good, guys. It's great at parties. It's not really that difficult to make. It's a little time consuming if you're making a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to show you the pinwheel. I'm going to get started with the pinwheel first because I want to put that in the refrigerator and let that set up a little bit and get cold while I am doing the taco ones, because I want to be able to show you at the end, what it looks like and how it tastes and all that. All right, guys, so let's get started. All right, guys, so here we go. Now, I have an 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Now, this cream cheese here is the less fat cream cheese because it's lower in points because I'm on Weight Watchers. So I have to watch my point value, and I have to watch my carbs. So this is, like I said, I think it's a third fat. I forget, but it's low fat. So this is low fat softened cream cheese that I put out a couple hours ago to let it get soft. And if you can't do that, just put it in the mic for a couple of 10 seconds and it'll soften up a little bit. Then what I have, guys, is yesterday I was doing cutting up some other stuff. So I cut up the peppers yesterday. So what I have is, if you see, I have multicolored peppers. I have yellow, red, and orange because when you do the pinwheel, you want it to look really pretty, and you're going to see how that's going to look so pretty. And I have scallions I'm going to put in them too. So this is, I would say this is probably about a pepper, one medium-sized pepper that I'm putting in here. Do whatever colors you want, guys. It's just, I'm doing it because I want it to look like confetti. That's what I call them, little confetti pinwheels. Really good. Yes, I think that's enough. I have a little bit more. I'm going to mix it up and see if I want to add more to it. But that's what I'm adding right now. Scallions. You can put regular onions if you want. I figured scallions will be really good in this. Okay. A little string here. So yes, guys, this is going to be so much fun. I figured, there are people that go to parties that aren't on diets and aren't watching what they eat, and they want to eat that, that chili dip or that egg roll or that whatever. And there are people that are going that, have to watch their situation. And so if there's a couple of things that are, feasible for one person, you have to have something for another person. You can't just have all low fat and all, low carb and all, and not anything else for anybody else. That's just not right. So I figured this would be a good open collab to do to show everybody, guys. So I'm so excited to see what everybody else is doing. All right, so I got the peppers, the scallions in here. And now I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. I'm not going to add a lot of seasonings because I have this ranch packet that I'm going to put in, guys. That's going to flavor it. A little bit of salt, not a lot. And only because I always use garlic powder and onion powder, I'm just going to put a little bit in, probably about a teaspoon each of onion powder and garlic powder. And the ranch packet. Okay? It's the ranch salad dressing and seasoning mix. I make dip with this, guys. Put this in sour cream. Woo, so good. So yummy. That smells so good. Okay, so a whole packet of that. Now this is for an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. If you make less or smaller ones, you can put less of all the stuff in. Like if you use a half a block of cream cheese, you can use half of a pepper and half of a packet of the ranch thing. The reason why I'm making a full thing of this, a full 8 ounces of this, is because I'm going to be making I'm not making a lot of the pinwheels because honestly, in my house, not everybody eats them. I'm probably the only one. Maybe my daughter will have one or two. Maybe I'll make my husband try one. But I'm not going to make an enormous amount of these because I don't want them to go bad. So I'm probably going to make 1 or 2 that I can eat off all week. But the rest, guys, I'm going to save. The rest of the mixture, I'm going to save and I'm going to put it in peppers. I have those little sweet peppers, and those are a really, really good snack to eat. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Okay? All right, so let's get this mixed up. And it's very important that the cream cheese be nice and soft because otherwise you won't be able to spread it. All right? Give this a good mix. I wish you guys could smell this. Now I'm going to see, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think it might need a little bit more peppers because you want the peppers, you want them to be seen. You want the different colors to come out in the pinwheel. Because they're really, it's like a pretty appetizer, you know. This is a pretty appetizer. So, yeah. So I'm going to put just a little bit more. I already had these, yesterday I had to cut some peppers up for my son. So I said, you know what, while I'm doing this, let me cut up the peppers for the pinwheels. Okay. Ever since I discovered red, orange, yellow peppers, bell peppers, I don't like the green anymore. In fact, I had somebody pick up peppers for me one day, and it was my son-in-law, maybe my daughter, and she brought home green peppers, and I was like, oh no. Like, and just the taste of it, guys, I don't know. I can't eat them. So, I'm just a freak for the other ones. I just think they're so much sweeter, so much better. So I think that should be good. That looks like that's a nice amount in there. So that's mixed pretty well, right? What I'm gonna do is push this over to the side. I'm gonna get, now what I have, guys, is I have these low carb, carb balance mission flour wraps. Now, you could do it in a bigger one. I'm doing these medium-sized ones. I wouldn't say they're small, I would say they're medium. But you could do large if you want and make bigger ones, you know what I mean? It's up to you. Okay. These are nice and soft. Try to get nice and soft ones. If you can't get soft ones, put them in the mic for a couple of seconds and just let them stay warm, and they'll be a little bit more pliable because you want them as pliable as possible so you can roll them. Okay? All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take the mixture. You guys can see me, right? Yeah. Take the mixture. It smells so good, guys. You're going to rub it. Spread it out like as much as you think. A nice amount. A little bit more in this one. And just spread it. Spread it like, make like a round circle in itself, you see? See that? Okay. That's a nice amount. That's probably about, I would say that's probably about a tablespoon. Okay. Not too far, not right on the edge, but I would do it pretty close to the edge. Yeah. Alright, guys. Alright, so that's that, okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to take it, you're going to take the wrap, you're going to tuck it in. Now I'm not going to fold in the sides. This is going to be just a regular tuck in, roll it up, wrap. Tuck that in like that. Now what you're going to do, guys, is I'm going to put these in plastic wrap. Now you see how it's there's so much extra? I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I am personally going to cut that part off because there's nothing on that, and to me it's just taco. It's just, it's just, flour. So I don't want that there. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, as you can see, I think I might fill them a little bit more so they have it, because it doesn't, I think I might fill them a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is wrap this in plastic wrap really tight and put it in the refrigerator, and then this way they'll set up and they'll stay nice and tight. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one more for you. All right, and then I'll show you this. I'm going to put a little bit more in this one because I want it to be really full. These are so good, guys. These are low carb. I haven't figured out how many carbs are in them, but they're low carb because there's these right here, I think are, let me see, there is, how many carbs in these? Okay, there's 4 net carbs, okay? And if you're on the Weight Watchers plan, which I am, I'm going to check this out too, just for my own sake. And see, I forget how many points that they are. Yeah, 2 points for 1 tortilla. That's really, 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 really good. So there's cream cheese and the peppers and all. There's very minimal carbs in this, maybe 5, 6 carbs in the whole thing. And so it's really, really, very, very low in carbs. Yeah, see, I think it's going to be better with making it a little thicker. I might just open that one up and put more on it. I really might do that. All right, the only thing is I want to spread it out a little bit more to the sides. Just a little bit more to the side. So if you have to add more, add a little more. But guys, you know what? These don't have to be perfect. This is just a fun thing you can do with your kids, your grandkids, I don't know, your nieces, nephews, whatever. Okay? Tuck it tight. Roll it up. Roll it and press so it all's tight in there. And if a little oozes out, not a big deal. It's kind of like the glue that holds it together. It's really not a big deal, guys. Okay? Nothing has to be perfect. Now, there is a little bit extra, so I'm going to cut that off too. Now, if you don't want to cut that extra off, leave it on. It's up to you. It's your, it's your thing. Do however you want to do it. That's just my personal preference. Okay? So there we go. We've got these 2. Like I said, I'm only making 2 of these because I don't want, I'm not going to open this one. I think this one's fine. I don't want to waste them. Let me get plastic wrap and show you how I wrap it in the plastic wrap. Okay, guys, so what you do is you get a piece of plastic wrap, okay? Put it to the end. Just wrap it like you're wrapping up the wrap again. Pull it tight, just so it's pulled tight and it feels good. And then you just wrap it up like this. Give them a little squeeze in the middle just so they become like pinwheels. They'll become, and then after they're in the refrigerator, you can leave them in for a day. You can leave them in for an hour. It doesn't matter. how long you want to leave them in for. Then you take them out, and when they're done, you'll slice them, and you wait till you see, guys, what it looks like when I slice it. So I'm gonna get ready now to get going on the taco egg rolls. All right, guys, so I started the meat. Now I'm doing 20-80. You guys can do whatever you want, as lean as you want, or whatever. The way I started making these, guys, was I had leftover taco meat one time, and I was like, ooh, what can I do with them? And I had wonton wraps in my fridge, and I was like, not wonton, I'm sorry, egg rolls. What can I do with them? And I came up with this idea, guys, and I'm telling you, my family loves it. When I used to cater, I did it for catering. Really, really, people just love it. So this is partially just about brown. So I'm gonna get all the grease out, because you don't want any grease, because you don't want the egg roll to get soggy. Okay? All right, guys, so I'm gonna put some taco seasoning in it. Okay? Put more or less what you like. It's probably about a half a cup, I would say. Now, like I said, when I do my tacos, I add a lot of water, probably about half a cup of water to this. I might just add a little bit of water, just water that will evaporate, because I want it to stay a little moist, which it is. I want to make sure I put enough taco seasoning in it. Guys, these are so good. And feel free, guys, if you want to put, jalapenos, little chilies, or whatever you want to do, if you want to make it really spicy. Do that if you want, but I'm not going to do that because my family doesn't really like it, so we'll have to just dip it in something spicy. So I'm not going to put anything spicy in here, but feel free to do it if you want. Put in cayenne pepper, do whatever you guys want to do. It's your meal, it's your thing. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water, not a lot, just a little. And what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to show you in 1 second. I don't want this to overcook, because you got to understand too, it's going to fry. It's going to fry up in the egg roll. So I'm going to shut this off. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a little bit of cheddar cheese. I'm going to mix it in with the mixture, and I just had a few scallions left that I cut up really, really small from the pinwheel, so I didn't want to waste them, so I just threw those in there. So I shut the heat off already. I'm not going to put the heat back on. I'm just going to let this, I'm going to mix this all up and just let this get nice and gooey. Let this sit and cool off, and I'm going to start getting the, let this all get melted in here. And then I'm going to start getting the egg rolls ready. Okay, it's not much you got to do. I'll show you this. Okay, so that's going to get nice and melted. I'm going to taste this to see how it tastes, see if it needs any more taco seasoning. That's so good. Get a little salt. And a little bit more. I'm going to put a little bit more water in. See, that's the thing, guys. You taste your food so you can adjust it. Because how are you going to know? How are you going to know, right? You got to taste it. Might need more salt, might need a little more pepper. There we go. See, all the cheese is melted. You can see it. Okay, I'm going to put this aside over here. Let this cool off. It's nice and moist. And get the egg rolls ready. Okay, guys, so I'm all ready to get these egg rolls filled. No, poopy. So it's very important to keep your egg roll wrappers in a paper towel or in the package until you're going to use them. Use them one at a time, because they will dry out very quickly. So then make sure when you're done using them or whatever, we've got to wrap them up really, really well. and put them back in the fridge, okay? Otherwise they will dry out. Okay, so let's get an egg roll wrapper. They're pretty easy to handle, guys, see? Okay, and I do it like diagonal. They come like this, okay? Now what I do is, put this like right here. Koopy, get away. I'm gonna put a little cheese on the bottom. Okay, I'm doing it this way, guys. That to me is just the easiest. Put it on a diagonal, okay? Put a little of the meat. Like this. Now, you know, put a nice amount, but don't overfill it. Because if you overfill it, it's going to poke holes in it and overfill and all that. Right now, I'm heating up the oil. Okay. That looks like that's a nice amount. I'm going to put some more cheese on top. All right, now here we go, guys. Now, I have water here because you have to be able to seal it. It has to be able to have a little water so it'll stick. So I just take my finger and put the water around the edges, okay? Now I turn it like this, tuck it in, make sure you give it a good tuck and you push in the sides. You roll this little other piece like that, roll the other piece like that, and then you tuck and you roll, guys. And there, and this, because it's wet, it stays. Now see, here's your egg roll, guys. Now you see how mine's opening, mine has a little hole in it, maybe it had too much in it, but I think this was a really nice amount of mixture in there. Okay, so that one's done. Let's get another one. I'm gonna do 3 and I'll show you how I fry up 3. Okay? I think Cooper thinks he's getting some. I don't think so, buddy. Cheese on the bottom. Guys, these are so, ooh, I gotta make my my sour cream and lime dip, otherwise I can't dip it. I can't show you how you dip it in. It's so good. Okay, I think that's good. That's a good amount right there. I'm gonna wet the corners, the sides again. That's really important so the egg roll doesn't open up. Corner in, tuck, sides up, like that, see? And then tuck again. This one's a little bit smaller than the other one, but that's okay. See? Yummy, guys. That one's a lot bigger than the other one. I think I like the smaller one better. Okay, so just make sure you keep these, like I said, keep these covered so they don't dry out, because they will dry out very simply. Guys, I made lasagna ones of these. I did a craft a fair once, and I made lasagna ones. They went over so well. The people loved they were there. I think that was their favorite. Was the lasagna. It was so good. So simple, guys. Really simple. And I tell you, you know, they are pretty fattening, but they're not that bad either. You know, they really aren't that bad. Some on top. Did I wet it already? I think I did, right? I don't remember losing it, guys. Losing it. Okay. Tuck it in. Push it in the sides. Roll it a bit. Tuck in the sides. Tuck it in. And just roll it. And there you go, guys. 3 done. Perfection. Look at that. So simple, guys. 3 taco egg rolls. Let me go and pause a minute and make the sour cream lime, and then I'll be back and show you how I cook them. Okay guys, so what I did was I put lime zest in, sour cream, and lime juice, okay? I'm gonna put a little salt and a little pepper in it. Now make it as limey as you want. Okay? We like it pretty citrusy. So, but the zest is what really flavors it, guys. So if you want to omit the zest, you can. It's up to you. But the zest is what really, really flavors it, in my opinion. Give it a good mix. Salt and pepper, a little salt. Let's see if it needs more lime. Guys, that is so good. So, so good. It's just me, guys. We like it very limey. Like I said, I think that's really good right there. I think that's perfect. All right. Really good, guys. All right, guys, the oil's hot. If you want to figure out how to know when your oil's hot, put the end of a wooden spoon in, and if it all sizzles around it, like it all bubbles crazy like that, that means it's ready. So I'm going to stick them in. Be very careful when you do this. These are not going to be fully in the oil. I like to pan fry them like that. Okay? You just keep an eye on them. There we go. They're going to get browned very quickly. This oil was very hot. So I don't want them to get really, really dark. So I'm going to lower the flame a little bit. And just keep an eye on them. Okay? Give me a second. Okay, guys, so here they are. I'm going to take them out because they're getting a little dark and I don't want them so dark. So I'm going to put the paper towel on it. Okay. I'm not doing good with this oil today at all. Spilling it all over. Okay. Cooper, get out. Cooper, get. And here they are, guys. Okay, we're gonna let them cool off. I'm gonna bring you over here, and I'm gonna show you how they taste, and I'm gonna show you the pinwheels. I'm gonna throw a little salt on here, just a tiny bit, because when they're hot, you want them to soak in the salt, and that'll be really good, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so the pinwheels are done. I'm gonna show you how I cut them, okay? See how they came out? Nice and firm, see? Now you cut them as big as you want, as wide as you want. But you gotta use a really sharp knife, because otherwise they come apart. Okay, and I'll show you them.
What are those, Mom?
Okay.
What are those?
They have the cream cheese pinwheels, peppers.
I don't like peppers. Can I say how?
Can you have to give me a second, okay? I'm going to show you these guys. These are cute little low carb
Dog.
dessert. Appetizer. me 1 second. The Cooper decides now he wants to eat. And here we go, guys. Look at those. Aren't those adorable? And you see how the bread and all the colors come through? Low carb, guys. I'm telling you, under 5 carbs. So, so delicious. And guys, here are the egg rolls. I made 2 more and I made them a little bit lighter. Taco egg rolls. I made them a little bit lighter. A couple of these are dark, but that's okay.
Like dark ones.
So I'm gonna taste them both for you.
Can I take
Okay.
one?
All right, guys. I'm gonna taste one of these. This one's small enough I could eat the whole thing. Mm. Amazing. Really, really good. You wrap them back up on plastic wrap or in a Ziploc bag, put them in the refrigerator, keep them in there. Could snack on. Such a good thing. And so easy, guys. So simple. Be creative, guys. Try something new. Try this. You'll really like it. All right, guys. Now here comes the fattening one. It's really not that fattening. This is only 2. The eggshell wrapper is only 2 points. The mixture is really not that bad either. So it's really not that bad.
It looks really good, Mom.
I'm gonna let you try it in a minute. Look, guys.
Is this sour cream in it?
No, on some side. I'm gonna dip it in the lime sour cream.
Sour cream.
Guys.
Mom, you put sour cream. Do you put parsley in sour cream? Can I say hello to the people?
Not yet. Guys. So good.
See, I like Mommy. I like the ones
You
with
got the crunch.
the ones like not dark. That's how I like them,
Delicious, guys.
Mommy.
You could put anything in an egg roll and it'd be delicious. See the cheese now? So delicious, guys. And the lime sour cream. So, so good. All right, guys. So that's it for the collab, the open collab with the appetizers this time. I want to say.
love guys.
Oh, Jesus, wait, let me fix this. Go ahead, Jen, say hello.
Hi guys. Nice to see you guys again. I just got home from program just now. Right, Mom?
Okay, yep, say goodbye now, because I'm going to say goodbye.
Bye guys. See you guys next time.
All right, guys, so thank you so much for doing this collab. Whoever did it with me, thank you so much. It was so much fun. Don't forget, if you do it, go on, after I post this on my line, you go to my line and say, Linda, I posted my video, and I'll come on and I'll add yours to my playlist. All right, guys, thank you so much for doing this for me. Whoever did it, it was a lot of fun. Thanks so much, guys, and don't forget to hit that notification button with the bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload. Hit that thumbs up button and everything else, and I'll be announcing some more collabs that are coming up in the next day or two. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.